Well, we have with us Dr. Rajesh Jain, the Managing Director of Panacea Biotec. Mr. Jain, thank you for speaking to us here at News 9. You know, our first question to you would be with regards to, yes, our Finance Minister indeed has delivered a budget which caters to the needs of the middle class. But what about the health sector? What would you have to say were the biggest takeaways for this sector?
So I think they are continuing the path that they have taken in almost every budget to look at the pharmaceutical and healthcare sector. For example, two critical announcements today that they did were, which impacts the common man, is 36 life-saving drugs are now not required for basic customs duty, including the raw materials, that is API, popularly called as. And then opening up almost 200 daycare centers for cancer. And then also going ahead and announcing that they will, take initiatives with private sector and commit to the investments for common man again, which I think is furthering the whole mission that they have for boosting the pharmaceutical and healthcare sector.
Right. You know, there's a lot of conversation going around with regards to costs in this very sector. Would you say this budget has taken care, or at least it's taken a step forward to look after that very expectation?
When you say cost, what do you mean? Cost of the input materials, or you're referring to cost
for the consumers out there?
So look, medicines, the essential drugs that are needed by common man are already price controlled. So the government has a very well laid down policy to encourage and ensure that the prices are within the means and they are controlled by the wholesale price index that increases every year. So I think in that sense, for the consumer, price is being looked after, and nothing in this budget as of now. However, from time to time, we do see price corrections happening in the market through that pharmaceutical pricing authority in place. And apart from that, I don't think so there is anything special here.
What about the allocation for this very industry? Would you say that you would be happy with the allocation for this industry?
So I have not gone through the annexures that the finance minister was mentioning, and probably we'll have to go through in detail those annexures that were being indicated. So until that is read, we may not really know what has finally come to the pharmaceutical industry.
Overall, would you say there has been a miss, or rather a demand from the healthcare sector which has not been met by this budget 2025?
I think probably what I see is that the finance minister or the government thinks that they have already given us a lot, and we need to do a lot more to attract more of their attention, which I take as the message that we need to do more. That's my takeaway.
Mr. Jain, thank you for speaking to us here at News 9. That was Mr. Rajesh Jain, the Managing Director of Panacea Biotec, speaking to us here at News 9 with me, Sriya Kundu, and camera person Ramanjeet.